I guess that's our intro. We should probably have that as an intro though. Boo, 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 boo. Hey guys, this is the Big Pop Theory podcast, and we are live. We're getting ready to talk about King and Queen of the Ring. We don't have this super cool intro. That's why we have that out, and then you get to see our lovely faces. I'm one of your hosts, the King, Great Grand Slam Pooba. I am with Rich Kings, and I'm with Jean Baptiste, who is in the Soul Stone once again. But guys, King and Queen of the Ring just went off the air. They were in Saudi, 5 matches. I felt like the show was predictable, but nonetheless, it was a really good card. I enjoyed it. Well, what do you say, Rich Kings? How did you feel about the card? And then we want to hear your opinions, Jean Baptiste.
Yeah, I know we did a prediction show earlier this week, and I think I got every single thing right, which is great. I did think that the show was actually pretty good for, to your point, a predictable card. But
Yeah.
we'll get into the matches later on. But it was a good showing.
Yeah, one day. And look, she is here in spirit. Our host who was with us on. Wait, why did I just do that? A host that was with us on Wednesday, one Shay Soy. Matter of fact, she's here, so we might as well say this because I wanted to. She was actually. I feel like the show was not towards make a shot towards it, but they announced later in the show. But since she's here, I think it's a good time to do it. They announced at Clash of the Castles, Damian Priest is going to defend his heavyweight championship against Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is officially clear. This match is happening in a few weeks, June 15th. But what you might be saying, well, why did you think about Shay? I saw this online, and this seemed very hilarious. Everyone, look at this. If Damien wins, we write. And I love the whiteout. Like you can tell, like that was some amateur stuff, but I love it, love it, love it, love it. If Damien wins, they write. And look, here she is right there saying, "Count your days, leather pants." I don't know what she has against people with leather pants. Jean Baptiste, I'm sorry. What did you think about the this PLE?
It was a great card, and every match was actually really good from pre-show to the main event. Not once did I get bored. Not once did I even look away or go off to do the occasional get something to eat. No, I actually stuck to and tuned into every match it was possible. So, no, definitely a great show.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really great. That was the only match that I did miss was the tag team match, the women tag team titles on the line. You had Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair going against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. That was the only match that I missed. But I mean, your winners were, I mean, of course,
Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair. But
yeah,
for me watching this match from their previous match in Backlash to now, you could actually see the improvements in Jade Cargill. Not only that, but Jade and Bianca are a lot more in sync now than they were at Backlash, where at Backlash they looked like they were a thrown together team, whereas this time you're looking at insane double team maneuvers that were, I mean, well done. And I got to give Jade Cargill credit where credit is due. She's definitely improved a lot within the last couple of weeks. And to see the showcasing of her and Bianca Belair and what they can do as a team, I'm kind of going to be a little upset when they do break up because even the finisher of the match, I was amazed by it. I said, "Oh wow, that was actually really innovative and good. I need to see more of this." What the entire? Where did you come from?
I don't
You
know what that.
lost?
Are you kidding me?
Oh shit! I'll be right back. That's a wow.
Okay, as Gene figure out his life, what I mean, what did you think about the stuff that he said there?
Well, unfortunately, I also missed that pre-match also as well
Same.
too. So I would love to catch up and watch it later on because I have a recap about that after. But it's great to hear that there has been some improvement, right, in the last 3 weeks or so. So it's cold as hell. All right, I can't wait to hear what's going on. I can't wait to see this match. Now you guys got me
Yeah,
interested in
I
watching.
gotta watch it too. And I want to say this is my partner for the NXT review show, the unofficial camerawoman, Barbara, aka the Wrestling Doll, aka Sabrina Stella. I miss you right back, girl. She said, "What up, Ron? Congrats to our and still WWE Women's Tag Team Champions." Yes, and they are still tag team champions. They even said something over the lines of like, "What did they say?" They said, "Who's beating us?" And when you hear that, you're like, "Yeah, who is beating you guys?" We got Woo, we love her. Yes, we love Sabrina Estella. We got Jeffrey in the chat, the coolest Jeffrey, the one who actually got his stuff together because Gene Baptiste's back. Oh, I was getting ready to talk mad trash about you. Oops.
Yeah,
Can't do that now. He's back.
yeah. Suck up.
Oh, never mind. All right, let's get to the first match. I don't know what the hell is going on there. Oh, this is King of the Ring. I'm sorry. Give me a minute here. Ah, yes. I came prepared for the occasion. Oh, I'm messing up. King Great Grand Slam Poobah. Let's get this show on. Oh, he's back now. He's waving. Let's bring him in. Is everything all right over there? Did you put over the force
Man,
fire?
no, that was a wasp, man. That wasp showed up the other day. I don't know how he got in, but I thought I got him out of here because I locked him in the window and said, "All right, you can leave the exact same way you came in." This bastard came right back in here and he was looking to sting me. I wasn't playing no games. A couple of chair shots, a couple of stomps, and he finally went down.
Okay.
He had to put me over. He had to put me over.
He had to put you over. We got
He had
Shay.
to put me over.
Drew said Damien is walking into Clash of the Castle like Cena walked into One Night Stand, but with less aura. I lost it.
Jeez. I want to see the look on her face if Mother Pants wins.
I would love for that. I would love to see the chaos. There would be a fire that no one could put out. But let's talk about. We got the chat. I want to say real quick. We appreciate you guys in the chat. You guys are lively. We got. I like the love right here between my two co-hosts here. We got Shay and Sabrina Stella. We got George. He wanted to make it clear that he called it. He picked up the phone and called it. Shay is also saying he robbed Burger King for that. To be honest. Oh, that's for my crown. You're a hater. You just mad because you don't have a crown. You are such a hater. Like you think you're so funny. Right now she is laughing at that. She is chuckling. She just said Dean Baptiste versus the Wasp at WrestleMania 41.
That's a hell of a rematch.
The Bronx may go up in flames. I thought they were already in flames, to be honest. LOL, Damian wins. Shay is going to lose it. And we got Gunther has to wait until Clash of the Castle. Let's talk about this first match. We have Liv Morgan going against Becky Lynch. That was the opening match. I got in a little because, chores and stuff, laundry and food shopping. But I was able to catch this match. I want to make sure because we got we were improving it. Liv against Becky Lynch. We got Becky Lynch coming out. Look at her as the champ. And we have Liv Morgan. I was on Twitter. And I saw someone post that it was Britney Spears versus Britney Spears. I guess Britney Spears wore something like how Becky's wearing. Now, Liv definitely give me "Oops, I Did It Again" vibes here. This was some really good stuff here.
Yeah, Becky Lynch had the Toxic attire, I believe. I believe that was from Toxic. I believe so.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed on your Britney Spears knowledge here. Check you. What is your favorite Britney Spears song, Jean Baptiste? You have to think about it. Come on.
You Drive Me Crazy, I think, would be one of the best ones.
What about you, Rich Kings? Come on here. Let's talk about some Britney Spears. Come on.
I'm gonna have to go with "Toxic." It's my favorite Britney Spears song.
I think these are some great choices here. But we all know it's "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," and I would sing it for you guys, but I like to get paid for it. Let's talk about this match. Liv Morgan goes over, as George says, he called it. And, this was good stuff. From the things I was seeing Liv counter a lot of things. There was some arm bars. I wish I actually took notes here but like I said, I was just getting in. I was really disheveled when I came in. But this was good. I thought it was great. I thought they told a really good story. Becky, she won this championship, 3 weeks ago? I knew she wasn't going to hold this championship for a long period of time. And this was the right spot for her to lose it. I did like the ending. Dom comes out with his skinny mustache. He comes out there. He tries to distract Liv, and he tries to help out Becky, which is hilarious because if you think about the history here, going into WrestleMania, Becky going against Rhea, Dom was trying to get in Becky's face. Dom got punched in the face, and now he's trying to help out his big enemy. He puts in the chair. Liv took advantage. Like Becky don't want to have nothing to do. Liv DDTs a hits to Oblivion, pins on 1, 2, 3. And Michael Cole is great. And we're gonna talk more about Michael Cole a little bit later because this man was running his mouth out big time. I really want to we'll get there. But Michael Cole saying, "You idiot! You idiot! Look what you did. I wouldn't get on the plane if I was you to deal with Rhea." I thought this was good. What did you guys think? And let's hear what you guys have to say in the chat.
Ah, Becky versus Liv, great matchup. Um, Constant back and forth. I enjoyed it, but everybody wants to call Dom the idiot. Dom is not an idiot. Okay, I need to clear the air here. No, Dom was a genius. This man came here to help Becky to make sure that Liv does not complete the revenge tour. But what does Becky do? Becky, the Hulk Hogan Lynch, decides I want to do things the right way. And you know what? You got cheated and you got screwed. All right. When Dominic Guerrero hands you a chair, you use the damn chair. All right. You take advantage to stay champion. We learned from our great tribal chief Roman Reigns that you do not hold a title for X amount of days and have a historic title run without having some advantages. Now Becky decided I want to do things right, and it costed you. So you know what? Dom ain't the idiot. Becky, you're the idiot. You deserve the loss that you received, and you know what? I hope in your rematch you wise up and you take advantage of every situation possible because you want to be the man and be one of these great champions. You need to do things like a man would and take advantage. All right, point blank.
Well, okay. I don't know how to follow with that, King, and we're gonna get into the chat in a little bit. So, King, what are your thoughts here, sir?
Yeah, I thought it was actually a fantastic matchup as well. I do think that it was a great way to kick off the actual show. I do think
I
that
agree.
this showed how Liv has evolved as not only a character but as a wrestler. Because I do think that there were some opportunities a year or so ago. So it does show that taking some time off does help improve some people's profile. So I do think that this was a good match. I mean, I think the storytelling of it, even though Michael will call it Dom and idiots like that, I do think that we're going to discover later on that this is probably part of a plan that Dom and Liv probably has. I do think
Yeah.
there's a lot of screenplay here with this, and I do think that it's all coming together properly. And Becky Lynch, I mean, I'm happy to see her lose. I'm really happy to see her lose. So I
Oh
do think
Lord.
that this was the outcome that I actually predicted also on that prediction show. And like I said, to me, it was a good match overall. I do like the attires. I do like
Yeah.
everything was playing out. I felt like the crowd was feeding off the energy from the wrestlers and vice versa. And I think it was a great way to start the show.
No, I agree. Someone actually put on Twitter. They were like, when like the women open up the show is going to be good. So I forgot which PLE it was, but when Becky and Trish open up a show, and there's other matches I just can't name on top of my head, but this is one of them included. We got well, first I want to highlight how did that happen? Sabrina Stubbs, she wanted to say her favorite song is "Oh Oh Baby" and "Stronger Stronger" is a fantastic song. I do want to say that. I don't know what "Oh Oh Baby" is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Don't Dom's acting like he was gonna help Becky, but we know the truth. Do you think we get that reveal on Monday though, guys? Do you think on Monday that they already, or did they push it a little bit? Push it a little bit.
I think they got
I think the reveal might happen probably when they turn on Priest.
Yeah, because I'm gonna turn on Priest. Live on Monday. Gonna ask Dom to stand by me and leave the Judgment Day. We must stop the Becky Hogan comparison because I never heard my sis say, brother. Oh, she never said that don't work for me, sister. Honestly, I saw this post and I thought I wanted to share this. Someone actually said this, and when Becky won the championship, I was like, huh? But then there was a story, and I said, oh, okay, you gotta be patient with this stuff, right? But someone pointed out like Becky is actually really unselfish. Think about this. She was on vacation, then came back because Rhea went down, and did what and put over Liv. I think this put over Liv big time. Um, it put over big time better than what it would have been if she was in that battle royal. I want to highlight some more stuff here. We got that's why Becky said she wanted a rematch Monday. We got respect to Cole for having haterade energy. Yeah. Becky's not winning this Monday. And I'm happy Liv won. Now she can have a great reign until Rhea comes back. She can keep up this gimmick that she has of not giving an F. Absolutely.
Mhm.
I think we got some more stuff here. Let's go. Um There are a lot of Becky fans pissed off right now. I mean, wrestling fans. I
Good.
mean, you
They,
can't
they
you
need
can't
to be
please it. You
pissed.
can't please it. You know,
They need to be
huh?
pissed. Becky was an idiot.
It,
You, you,
you know,
you,
I'm a
you,
big
you,
Liv.
you
Mhm. Go ahead,
complete
please. You go.
idiot. She should have took advantage of the opportunity given to her. Dom was there to help. You should have just accepted the help. When a Guerrero
Ahead.
offers you help, you take it.
I wanted to highlight. I wanted to highlight her comment. She says, "You know, I'm a big Liv supporter, so I'm really happy that she got the title again. Her last run ended abruptly. Yeah, and I don't think it was actually like there was. I remember talking to EC about it, and I was like, man, I remember that. I remember having that run, but it wasn't memorable. It was like I don't know. And this one, I feel like we can almost erase that last run and just look at this one. That's what I
Can we
think.
say that it wasn't memorable due to the fact that her program was with Ronda Rousey of all people? Like,
I think so. I think it wasn't
I
believable. That was my. I think that was the only. That was the thing because I didn't mind her as champ. It wasn't like, oh man, Liv's champ, I'm mad. It was something about where I just it wasn't believable for me.
like of all people to put her in a program, and you gave her Ronda Rousey, and to me, I think she wasn't ready for Ronda Rousey. Like that's she wasn't solid enough to be ready for Ronda Rousey.
I think she finally really found her footing, and that's great. And even then, I think she found her footing, but I don't know. Maybe it was the babyface thing. Maybe because I don't know. I'm feeling this hill run with her right now.
It's
Hopefully,
great
Liv can
development.
have a better book title reign than under Triple H. I think so. I trust when it comes to Triple H and booking. I don't think I sit here and I'm concerned about him. Let's get into the next match here. I want to say thank you guys for being here and joining us. We hope you're having a good time here. Let's get to this next match. It was the triple threat. I thought this was the match of the night or day or wherever you are on the earth. We had
Sheesh.
We had Bronson Reed going against Chad Gable and Sami Zayn. You know, for weeks Sami Zayn's been getting his ass kicked, so it was time for him to get some comeuppance here, right? This was a good match. I actually took some notes here. Chad Gable, when he comes out, they're doing this happened on Monday. It started on Monday, and it looked like it's going to be a thing. They're doing a "you suck," and I like that. And I guess Gable got mad at Maxine and said, "They're saying I suck. Go to the back." But Maxine didn't help him out on Monday either. So he have Otis. Otis just he looks so upset. Otis like Otis is just
What a
like,
tool.
eh, wow, you are just so angry today. What is in the
Tool.
cup? Why are you so
It's,
mad? Open the
Otis is a
window,
dang
get
tool.
some fresh air, spread some Febreze. What is happening here?
Windows
Why
open.
you? What is? Why is it? Let me do my job. You are totally distracting me from what I have to do. So, matter of fact, I do have videos here. So, okay, no, I want to use the video. I need you. I got to run it back. Say something, please. Say something.
Yeah.
Please stop.
I wanted to use that so badly, and I got to use it. But this match just starts off. They're filling each other out. Bronson, he does Bronson Reed things. There's a spot here, and I thought this was really cool. Bronson, he picks up he slams a dude into a dude. So I think he picks up Chad Gable and he slams him into Sammy. I thought that spot was really, really cool. I have a lot of spots here, and my handwriting is god awful. But there's this. They do the Tower of Doom. I gotta say, Bronson's an athletic guy, very, very athletic guy. But he does this moonsault, and it gives me Bam Bam vibes, you know. So he does the moonsault. He missed. Chad Gable's hit his moonsault. There's a spot there also in the match where they do like I want to say Chad had the ankle lock on Bronson, and then Sammy put the ankle lock on him. There was a lot of great spots here, and then and one spot here too. And this was cool. There was a spot in this match here where Sammy goes for the Blue Thunder Bomb, but he can't lift up Bronson. Because Bronson's a big boy. He's a big meaty boy. A lot of meat there. You know, it's hard to lift up heavy meat. So he
Shout out
tries
to
to go
Arkansas.
for it. We don't get paid for them, so don't say that. How is their meat, Jean Baptiste?
We won't go there.
Okay, it's bad meat. Okay, we don't like bad meat over here.
No.
But he eventually is able to get him up for the Blue Thunder Bomb, and I thought that was a cool spot. He let me see, what is he trying to go here? There's a lot of things there. So this is the spot where we get here. Okay. At the end here, he tells earlier in this match, he tells Otis, stick to the plan. And when I say now, now, and when Otis is out the ring, he tells Otis now. And that, I mean, when Bronson's out the ring, Otis hit him with a clothesline. And then he throws Sammy out, and then he says, do it. But Otis can't do it. Otis can't bring himself to do it because he likes Sammy. He's like, Sammy's my guy. He didn't do anything to me. And Chad Gable was upset. He said, bro, what we doing here? Come on. He yells at him. He slaps him. And I guess that makes Otis go like, all right. So he tries to hit him with a clothesline, misses, knocks out Chad Gable. Sammy ducks, goes to the ring, hit the haluva kick, 1, 2, 3 pins Bronson Reed. I think we said this on the prediction show. Bronson Reed that's why he was there to get the pin, because the story really Chad, Sammy, and we gotta keep that story going. I think if Chad got pinned, that would have hurt him. I don't want to say, because people just abuse words and stuff like that, but I think it would have hurt him. So right move. And after the match here, we get this. I think this could be a. Oh no, I messed that up. Hold up. Wait. Sorry, folks, because okay, there we go. Oh, matter of fact, I am so sorry. Before I give you guys the floor, because there was some really cool spots, but this spot was really cool right here. Chad Gable hitting a suplex on Bronson Reed and Sammy. Sammy looked like he's going to Miami. This don't have the same. It's not the same like how when Kurt Angle did it with Randy, and you saw Rey Mysterio just flew. And yes, I did cheer for that when I saw Rey Mysterio flew. I was very happy. But after the match, this was Chad Gable. I could see this being a meme. This is how I look. This is how I'm looking at you right now, Jean Baptiste. Very much how I'm looking at you right now because of your heel tactics. But Jean Baptiste, let me give you the floor first. What did you think about this match and Rich King, who is waiting patiently?
Amazing matchup. I enjoy watching Kurt Gable. Amazing, gives me Kurt Angle vibes. Even the fact that the crowd is telling him he sucks is kind of hilarious. And I feel like he should have won that Intercontinental title if it wasn't for this bum, this idiot Otis, who had one job and one job only. Okay, one job. All you had to do was make sure Chad Gable got his Intercontinental title. How dare you sit there and hesitate to hit Sammy after everything Chad has done for Otis? When Chad found you, Otis, you were a loser. All right, you lost your Money in the Bank briefcase. You had nothing going for you. Here comes Chad Gable. He trained you. He makes you a better person. And what do you do to repay him? You spit in his face by costing him the Intercontinental title. So Otis, you're a bum. You need to be dropped from the Alpha Academy. But otherwise, credit to Sami Zayn, because he has been getting his ass kicked for this last couple of weeks, and he deserved to get a couple of licks in. So, great win by Sami. It won't last long. Kurt Gable will come and take his Intercontinental title, and Otis needs to just go back into the same void that they had Buddy Murphy in for a while. Good riddance.
I do. I mean, I real quick, I want to highlight Sabrina Stella absolutely, because she understands that I do not like this one Rey Mysterio. We have the executive consultant. He is in the chat. He said, "Oh, and what a match with Logan and Cody." But I meant to highlight earlier, and I was actually relatively surprised here because he said, "Oh." Here he is. Here we go. He says, "Oh, why do I keep highlighting that? What is happening here?" He acknowledged Liv Morgan, but a few years ago he was not the biggest fan. But the time changes everybody. Rich Kings, you have been waiting patiently. This guy has been antagonizing the crowd here because I see one Shay say, "Otis, get behind me," and Sabrina Stella saying the same thing. So right now you are making enemies. Is that why you wore black? Is that your symbiote? Is that your symbiote right there? Are you? What is happening here? The power of 3. What is that?
Oh,
Is that
a
like
Charm reference? That's a Charm reference.
you watch Charm? Ah! Yeah, go ahead, Rich Kings. Go ahead. You watch Charm. Laugh with me, Rich Kings.
Listen, don't sleep on Charm. That's a very underrated TV show. I'm with Jim Baptiste here. Charm is the part.
Wow, wow,
I think
wow.
this
You've been
might
my
have
best
been.
friend for like 20-something years.
I mean, it was a
Wow,
good
I
show.
feel
I mean,
so
I'm not on
betrayed.
the show. On the show, it was a good show. But what I think, like, this was really a great match, right? This was a really good match. Great spots. Like the part that you talked about how he slammed what's his name off the top rope, and it was like almost like a modified choke slam. I don't know what the hell that thing was, but it was a good
Yes.
spot, right? A lot of great spots, a lot of great momentum in the match. But for me
I mean the
personally,
slam on the slam, right?
mhm. But for me personally, like I don't really care for Kurt Gable, like or Chad Gable or fake Gable or whatever the hell we want to call him these days. I'm over it. So I do think that for me,
Fake
it's not a
Gable.
loss. Like I'm not one of those wrestling fans that get hot and cold. But I just don't like. After this match, I felt like I don't know how far can we really take this
Sure.
story with him and Sami Zayn some more and more. Like when we talked about the on the prediction show, I did say that I did see Sami Zayn winning. I did not see him losing in Saudi Arabia with the whole Muslim ties and he's undefeated and all that other jazz. But what I would say is that it was a great match, and I think I don't know. I just don't see, and I do not want to see Chad Gable win the Intercontinental Championship. I'm sorry, I just don't see what everybody else is seeing. I think I might be a little, I might have to fix my TV when the match goes on, and it might go in black and white, and I'm not understanding what's going on. I just don't see what everybody else is seeing.
You don't want to see you don't want to see Chad Gable as the Intercontinental Champion. I
I do
sit here
not.
and say you need to take them glasses off if you don't want to see it. How dare you, Rich Kings? I can't believe. Ah! Ah! Oh my goodness, this is great. I don't know what's going on here in the chat here. The executive consultant said something about he been a Liv fan since day one. I don't believe it. Your word is not credible. You're not even official. He's talking about the official camera. Leave Sabrina Stella alone, please. Just stop. You're on timeout. Okay, so let's talk about the finals for the Queen of the Ring. We have Nia Jax going against Lyra Valkyria. I believe we all said that Nia Jax was going to win on SmackDown, and
No,
son,
no, we all did not see that. Say
No,
that.
we all did not say that.
Only
Mm-mm.
Baptiste thought Lyra was going
Jean
to say.
Baptiste. Let's laugh at him some
No,
more, guys.
and he also thought Bianca was winning that match too. I don't know, but back to you.
Yeah, Baptiste, take the floor. What's happening with you, man?
Not nothing much. I thought everything was gonna play out differently. Egg on my face. Uh, but even then, with that said, Nia versus Laura Valkyria was actually a really good match. I'm glad
Yes.
it wasn't a squash like I thought it would be. Um,
Mhm.
really good moves coming out of Laura Valkyria. The top turnbuckle leg drop was really good. The ending was really caught me because for a moment I felt that when she tried to
Oh,
power Nia off
yes.
the turnbuckle and Nia just said no and just spiked her behind right down on her chest, and I'm just like, ooh, the air left my chest for a second. But props to Nia Jax because again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Since her return, she's improved tremendously, and you could see it in her work and you could see it in her matches. She's actually evolved into a way better wrestler, and she definitely does deserve Queen of the Ring. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see her versus Bailey at SummerSlam.
What about you, Kings? What do you think here?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a good showing altogether. I think she didn't I love her some of her drops. I love how she just throws
Me.
people around the ring a little bit, like the tossing and things that she does do. I love how she does. I feel she does a better job of using her weight as an advantage, like someone like Big Show, right? So she knows that. I know she just knows how to move in the ring now than she did before. So, yes, but I would say that.
Did you read the comment?
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
really good comment.
No,
So
I
I
meant
would
for
say the
Gene.
ending.
Okay.
Well, I'll let Jeffrey respond to the end comment. Also, the ending was pretty
Sure.
good. I think I'm really happy for Nia, and I hear everybody talking about Liv and we're like skipping over Nia, Liv and Rhea and Liv and Rhea. I don't want to see Liv beat back Nia Jax. I don't want to see that. I
No,
don't see
now
it.
it would be going against Bailey.
Oh no, Nia's going against Bailey.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was the other way around. So I mean,
No,
good
no,
for them.
no. It's whoever won on like if you won SmackDown, you would face the SmackDown champ,
All
and
right, gotcha.
Nia's SmackDown. So
All right,
I
good.
mean, I thought this match was really good. I mean, I thought Lyra, they showed her ability. Like there was this really cool spot. I think it was like I don't know if it was an Irish whip or she was trying to throw her something, but she turned it into a cartwheel. So I thought that was really, really cool. Um, some really good stuff, and I think Nia plays the big girl, like the big girl part very well. Like when she gets hit, she's stunned. There was a spot where Lyra went for a dive kick or something like that from the outside, and she just caught her. And the piggyback a little bit on what Jean Baptiste was saying. Yeah, good for Nia Jax. I mean, the commentator Michael Cole. I almost said Michael Jackson. That'd be hilarious if Michael Jackson was on commentary. But Michael Cole, he mentioned how a few years ago Nia was fired. She had to find herself, and now look at her. She slimmed down a little bit. She's like how you guys mentioned, got better, and now she's the queen of the ring. Do I see her being the women's champion? I do not, because I feel like who wins the Money in the Bank, and I might have to eat my words, but I'm just gonna go with our early prediction here. I think the person who wins the Money in the Bank wins it here. But I thought this match was good. That finish, that ending.
Could I
I thought
interject
was
here? I need to
no. I
interject
want
here.
to. No, I
No,
want to. I want to
that
finish.
last
I want
statement
to
is
finish my
confusing.
thought. I want to finish my thought here, and then you could take the floor. Thank you. But no, I'm done. Go ahead.
I hate you. I hate you. And the train just left the station. No, you said whoever wins the Money in the Bank is winning the title. Technically speaking, that doesn't mean Nia Jax ain't winning the title. You do realize that, right?
That's true. That's fair.
Because Drew did win the title, even though Leather Pants cashed in on him. Drew still has a 5-minute world champion reign on him.
Except I'm forget about those 5 minutes.
Shortest
I
reign
thought
in
that was
history. The one person Finn Balor beat there on a record. Jesus. Carry on.
No, I don't want to talk anymore. Right back at you, Sabrina Stella. And when I come back to you, PR, we're going to create magic on Tuesday nights. And you're going to hear me talk about JC Jane because she is fantastic. She should honestly win Money in the Bank. That would be great. I'm going to be able. Oh, okay. We get it. You stole that from me. Good job. Now, let's go on to the very next thing here.
You stole that from Rich Case.
What? Okay. Let's carry on here. Next match we had the King of the Ring finals. We had Randy Orton against Gunther. Me and Kings were chatting a little bit on the during the show here, and we both laughed at Gunther. Gunther is hilarious. I don't think he even tries to be funny, but he's funny. But me and him were laughing because Randy Orton comes out and the crowd is cheering and singing a song, and Gunther just looked like a disappointed principal. He looked like the guy from well, I don't want to say from Recess, but like a really upset principal. Matter of fact, didn't the principal used to look at you like this all the time in elementary school, Jean Baptiste, because you was always in the office?
Always, Mr. Newman. Mr. Newman had that same look. Never forget it. The same exact look. Every time he saw me in the office, it was just like.
We had going against Randy Orton. Randy, that's as close as he was going to get to the crown.
Oof.
But these guys I thought they had a solid match. I thought these guys were solid. I don't know about Randy Orton's chest because check this one out. Here, look at that, guys. Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
If you are in a match with Gunther, you are fighting for your freaking life. I kid you not. I feel like when you are in the ring with Gunther, you know how some people that, it's a show and all this stuff. Gunther is out here really trying to fight you. I would be scared if I saw my name next to Gunther. Oh, you have a match with Gunther? No, I don't. No, the hell I don't. I'm getting the hell out of here and out this door. These guys had a really good match. They were filling each other out. Gunther was chomping Randy. I can't help to say this, but a few years ago, I want to say 15 years ago, you know how Gunther chopped the hell out of Randy Orton? Randy would have went backstage and said, he hit me too hard. But Randy was in there taking them hits. He was taking those hits. I like the spot here because the story was with Randy's leg. So there was this spot where Randy goes for his power slam and he turned and he felt like he banged his knee or something like that. And Gunther took a look at it and started attacking, working the leg. And there was a period of point where Gunther was just mollywopping Randy, and Randy was just getting washed. Randy was taken to the cleaners and left there on a Sunday. No, on a Saturday, because Sunday it's closed. So that means he's going to have to be there on Sunday, and hopefully be healthy enough to leave for Monday because I can't go a whole day without eating. These guys have a good back and forth. Randy starts doing the Randy. Randy does Randy things where he the backdrop on the table. There was a spot where he does the RKO, and I like the spot too because he hits the RKO and he's selling his back and his knee. He tries to go pin Gunther. Gunther rolls out the ring because he's getting out of harm's way.
Smart man.
And
Great in-where
yeah,
rings.
but also that smartness, that's smart, right? But I also thought it was great because it protected the RKO. I don't have a problem with people kicking out finishers, but I feel like sometimes it's just way overdone, and I don't think they do enough of, boom, let me hit the finish, and then let me do the delay pin. I don't think there's enough of that, and so I like that. I like that he rolled out. These guys what do you call it? Gunther continues to attack the back. Now there was something here, and I didn't hear it, so I credit Twitter for this. But they mentioned this, and they said Michael Cole says because I think. Oh, I mean, I don't think we said it before, but I should mention it here. The winner of the King and Queen of the Ring, they get a title opportunity at SummerSlam. Now, Michael Cole said. Oh, there was a few things Michael Cole said. Michael Cole made a drop. He said, "Where's my?" I'm gonna go top of my. He mentioned Brock Lesnar. He mentioned how Brock Lesnar won King of the Ring and then went to SummerSlam to face The Rock. Now, I do want to ask you guys this. I just want to see how good your memory is. Do you remember who Brock Lesnar went against in the finals?
Of that year's King of the Ring?
Yep.
No, I don't remember who he took on.
What about
Who
you,
defeated
Gene Bet?
him?
I mean, not you. I'm sorry. Yes, you, but I meant Rich King. Do you remember Rich King, who Brock Lesnar's finals was? I do.
I'm
No?
gonna just take a wild guess, like Rob Van Dam.
Hey! He got it! Good job. You get 100 points. Oh, well, Chris already said, well, you already said you already beaten him to the punch. But yes, it was one Rob Van Dam. Yes.
Yeah, I think.
But they mentioned Brock Lesnar. Yes. But yes, he hits the RKO. There's another spot where he hits him with the RKO again. He goes for the pin, but when he goes to pin, he lifts up the injured leg, so he's not getting the full leverage of it. Gunther kicks out. Randy, I guess, bangs his knee, and he goes, "Ow!" Gunther, he does a roll up. 1, 2, 3. Gunther wins. Gunther is so great. He wins the crowd, and we're gonna get into the chat. We see you guys in the chat. Thank you guys for being so lively. But he's in the Gunther. He wins. But also, someone was pointing this out. Now I don't know if this is gonna play into anything here.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. You already know, right? Okay, you see this.
You know what? The very first time I even noticed it was because not Michael Cole, his ring partner,
Corey Grave. Yeah.
Corey Grave said, "I want to see another angle of that pin," and I had to rewind and look at it again, and I'm like, "Yo, his shoulders never hit the mat." So it might play. Maybe we'll see, depending on how the storytelling is going. Because it looks like attention to detail is a main factor in this new era, in new Paul Levesque era. So it might play a role. It may not. We may not know. We'll see.
Yeah. What do you think, Rich Kings? What do you got here, bud?
Listen,
we
don't need to be technical, Like we don't need all that. Gunther's a King of the Ring. Let's move on. Like we don't need with the shoulders down. This guy's a ring general, right? So
the ring
general is having ring awareness, and the ring awareness is top notch for Gunther. The man's struggling. He's holding his knee. Let's get a pin. Let's get the fuck out of here, right? Great match. I feel like Gunther really did a good job of going back and forth with Randy, and I think this is the reason why we were talking about this on Wednesday as to why the Saudi Arabia crowd or why WWE will probably want Randy Orton in a match like this versus Gunther, right? Me and you, like I said, we were texting back and forth about the whole entrance and Gunther looking like, let's hurry up, let's go. And like the whole back and forth with Gunther, I think like his in-ring presence and his attitude and his persona just makes sense. And I do think that he does a real good job of playing his character really well. Even at the end, gave that thing like I don't need your validation about I deserve this or not. Let's get out of here. Like, move on. So I do like Gunther. I do think that this was the rightful decision. And if they drag this out to a Raw or a SmackDown or another pay-per-view for Clash, no, I don't want to see that. Come on, what are we doing?
I'm interested in seeing where this goes. I do like what Gene mentioned, where he said Corey mentioned that, and it makes you wonder, hey, are they going to do some things? Are they going to follow up with that? I do want to highlight some comments here. We have EC. He says, "Oh no, that's not EC. That's George. No one wants to see Gunther first." Ooh, okay. Yeah, I guess no one wants to see Damien first. Honestly, dude, I don't think Damien ain't making it.
Damien versus anybody, George. Let's start with that, and then
what did this man do to you? Oh, you guys, because we want Gunther versus Drew. That's the match. That's most likely the match. We got Triple H went to see Damien and Gunther. George says he's right.
I don't know. I feel like Drew versus Damien. I feel like Drew versus Gunther is way better than Damien versus Gunther.
It is.
I don't feel that. I don't feel like Damien and Gunther would be a good matchup. Honestly, like on paper, maybe it looks good, but in reality, nah, not really.
But honestly, does anyone see? Huh?
Construction paper? Were we going to throw this paper in the trash, or what kind of paper?
The same paper that was used in Little Scar's paper mache project. We'll get into that another time.
Okay. Is the great frozen?
No, yes. I'm here. I just. How am I frozen if I'm moving? I'm just eyeballing you. I'm wondering. I'm wondering things about you. I'm right about to write a diss track about you.
I wanted to drop the F-bomb, but I couldn't. You know, it's a PG show.
Oops.
What are you talking about? Bro just already said it. He already said fuck. What are you talking about? It's not a PG show. Don't.
Well, fuck Scar.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about somebody that no one knows about here on this chat. Okay, let's move on. I wanted to talk about Gunther's victory speech. I didn't get a chance to talk about Nia's, and Nia, when she was talking, you know, you could tell that this really meant a lot to her. She was emotional, and she said, "I know you guys don't want me to win, but I am your queen of ring, and I'm going to be your next women's champion." But Gunther, I wanted to talk about because Gunther is hilarious. You know, the crowd is saying, "You deserve it, you deserve it," and he says, "Yeah, thank you for all that, but what I deserve and don't deserve is none of your business." I said, bro, what are you talking about? These guys are these. I love Gunther. Gunther. I feel like I said it on Wednesday. Gunther's winning that championship before the year's up. And, you know, the guys who saying it's not, you know, y'all don't want to see him against Damien. Look, Damien is not making it after Clash at the Castle. He's not beaten. If Drew loses at Clash at the Castle, if I'm from Scotland, I would say, please don't show back up here. Don't. You see me now? Look, I'm doing like how Drake does in the videos. Doesn't he does like this with his hands all the time? But
we don't talk about Drake no more.
I do. I watch Degrassi.
That man is washed.
Like fresh underwears?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's washed?
Drake.
All right, can we move on to another subject, please?
A Jersey fan.
Did so well. And the last matchup we talked about, Drew McIntyre. He's going to be having a championship match against Damian Priest at Clash of the Castle. Once again, this was for Shay right here because I believe when she goes there, that's the sign right there. If Damian wins, we riot. We have one Cody Rhodes going against Logan Paul. I thought it was solid stuff here. Cody was over. You know, they were singing his song. Look at him. The people love him. People love him.
Mm.
So we have I didn't really take a whole lot of notes on this match. I mean, I didn't dislike this match, but this match I was like, it's I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I feel like maybe I had to watch it back. I think because setting up the show and trying to take some notes and everything like that, maybe I didn't pay attention thoroughly enough. I know there was some cool spots where Logan he gets the brass knucks. On SmackDown, he told Michael Cole, "I will not have brass knucks. You could take my brass knucks." Michael Cole takes the brass knucks. Logan Paul has an entourage. and someone passes him brass knucks. Logan Paul uses said brass knuck, punched Cody Rhodes in the ribs. Michael Cole is heated about this. Michael Cole said, "You said you wouldn't do that. You promised you wouldn't do that." Logan said, "What? What? Yo, do your job. Just sit there and commentate." He says, Michael Cole says, "You're a loser." This sets Logan Paul off on the deep end. Logan Paul is like, "Yo, what did you say, bro?" Bro got into Michael Cole's face, and Corey had to stop. Look. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hoping. No, my computer's like all frozen. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the hand. Look at the fingers. Look at the hands. Look at the hands. Guns up. Bro said, "So who you talking to?" He got in Michael Cole's face. I like how Michael Cole got extra tough when Corey Graves stood in. He got extra tape. That chest got puffed up a little bit more. He said, "Yeah, hold me back, Corey." I thought that shit was great. WrestleMania 41. Let's go. Corey Graves can ref. Michael Cole, Logan Paul, WrestleMania 41. Let's do that. Let's book that. I want that because Michael Cole was the coach. I want to see Michael Cole wear the orange singlet again. There we go. Let's go, baby. Money.
Undefeated.
Yo, oh my goodness. And I can already book this match right here. Michael Cole is just dominating Logan Paul. Then Jake Paul and Jake from State Farm comes out. They just try to help. But Michael Cole, with the strength of all 50 states, just dominates all of them. Matter of fact,
You mean the spirit of Jake Paul? You mean the spirit of Jake Paul? You mean the spirit of Jake Paul? Jake Paul ain't making it to WrestleMania next year.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna get his ass kicked by Mike Tyson. No, he ain't gonna. He's gonna get bad. Did you ever see that video from TMZ where some dumbass, the security, was trying to follow Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson beat this guy up so bad, all you saw his blood hit the camera. I always thought that was hilarious. Logan Paul does some Logan Paul things. He shows how athletic he is. He does the spot that he did with Roman Reigns, except without the phone this time. But he does he just does it. He does it without the phone. He does the frog splash to the table, and then he does the frog splash in the ring. So my only takeaway from this is I loved when the frog splash was a finish. It's one of my favorite moves. I love it, and I just hate how it's now like it's for funsies. So if Eddie Guerrero was doing that back in the day, you wasn't kicking out. Or if RVD was doing that back in the day, you wasn't kicking out. Unless you was the Rock.
I'm wondering, what is Logan Paul's actual finisher? Now that I really think about it, because when he took on Roman, it looked like his finishing move was a Superman punch after he hit Roman with that one lucky punch. I don't remember. I think he did a frog splash with Rey Mysterio too when they did the United States title. So I don't know. Maybe the frog splash was supposed to be his finisher.
I thought it was. He beat Miz with that one time.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I don't think Logan Paul is using it as a fun move. I think that is just honest finisher. But you're right. Like kicking out of it now is kind of ridiculous compared to people like RVD and Eddie Guerrero who did use it.
Well, I think it's supposed to be his finisher. This is what I didn't like about the match. I felt like he gives you a frog splash on the table, rolls you in the ring, gives you another better frog splash, and you just kick out. Like, excuse me?
Yeah. I
didn't like that. I don't know. And I think that's what the flip, because I don't want to say this match was awful. It wasn't that, but I can't sit here and go like, man, this shit was a bit. I don't know.
This was a match. I felt like if you would have told me this was a match, I felt like this was a video game that someone was playing in real life. This is what it gave me. It gave me like you guys playing WWE 2K24, and it was just fooling around, and then there we go. Like it was just a lot of shit happening in the match, and then I just don't see how that didn't work. Like I wasn't rooting for Logan Paul, but when I saw the second frog splash, I was like, oh, my eyes had to roll up. But like are we saying the brass knuckles finisher? But I like to your point.
Yeah, George is saying the one lucky punch.
And I felt like this is, most people do have two finishers, so I thought this was a secondary finisher regardless. So I didn't understand it. I just don't, it wasn't a bad match, but there was a lot of weird stuff happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was some cool things that happened. Something I didn't mention earlier too was that there was a guest ring announcer. I don't know the gentleman's name, but he played a part into it. Because
He's a Saudi Arabia comedian.
yeah. Oh, he's a comedian.
Yeah, he's a famous comedian in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay. But there was a spot, and I thought you would pop for this, Gene Baptiste, because I know you pretty well. Cody does a vertebraker. I know that's one of your favorite moves.
When he attempted it the first time, I said, "Oh wait, are we really gonna see this?" And then Logan Paul countered into a crossroads. I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
No, but
when
he actually
Cody
hit it though. Oh,
yeah, he hit it later on in the match, and I said, "Oh wow, now there's a move I haven't seen since TNA." Because I think the last time I seen it was Homicide. Homicide used to use it as his finishing move.
Wait,
and I said, "Wow, this is
for again?
Huh?
What is TNA stand for again?
total nonstop assholes."
Okay.
This is the show that I'm doing with my friends. This is what you guys get. Yeah. This is how we actually are without the camera, and that you can only imagine how bad that is.
So it was actually really fun seeing the vertebraker. Like, shout out to Cody for using the vertebraker.
I think they were talking about here because I want to get into the chat. We see you guys, but I think they were talking about what is Bad Bunny's finish. Oh, George. I'm sorry, Jeffrey Ryman. He mentioned it's like Bad Bunny. He doesn't have a finisher. Shay mentioned Bad Bunny's finisher is disarming you. Was it disarming you with reggaeton music, then hitting you with a Canadian destroyer, or what they call a bunny destroyer? At no point in the match that I think the split master flex was going to split master flex. There we go. That was in her back pocket for a while. She couldn't wait to just put that out there. Split master flex. There we go.
I thought R-Truth would have been that.
No, he really got a really, really good split. Like there was this thing when they showed him training and he was running and then he just did a split. I was like, oh, you're just doing that because you can. I feel you. Although I get where you that you could get disorientated with that. He says, Shay, where are you getting this split master flex? There we go. Because he's always doing splits for no reason. Okay. I mean, if I could do splits for no reason, but Jeff, Gene, wouldn't you do a split?
No. You see my big ass trying to do a split? I would hurt myself. Yes. That's two herniated discs and oh
Lord.
Yeah, that's it doesn't end well for me.
And they want you back here, although you was kind of a jerk earlier, but it's nice to know that you're back at peace. And what Chris said earlier, that you're not in the phantom realm anymore. Fantastic. But yeah, Cody wins. I don't think anyone expected Cody not to win. Although, in my head I said, it would be interesting if they had Logan win and he doesn't hold it long, but he wins. But they didn't go that route. And I don't think you had to do that. Just for funsies. Do a title change, but it was all right match. I mean, I don't think this was better than him and AJ. I thought him and AJ had a better match, but this was okay. I like I said, not horrible, but I'm like, I can't sit here and be like, man, this was like the triple threat for me was the match. That was the match for me. What about you guys? What was the match for you guys for the night?
I would have to go with the triple threat as well. Shout out to everybody on the card tonight. Everybody did their thing.
Yeah.
If you get the chance, I would say watch the pre-show because Jade and Bianca definitely did their thing as well. But definitely triple threat took the match of the night.
I'm just seeing this. TNA slander is sickening. We got Drew versus Gunther. Drew versus Gunther versus CM Punk at SummerSlam for the heavyweight championship. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Huh?
Who eats the pin?
It ain't gonna be Gunther.
Damn sure ain't.
It ain't being Gunther. I don't see that a triple threat, but it does. It's an interesting that he mentioned CM Punk because CM Punk is him and Drew. They're gonna have to clash at some point, right? I mean, these guys are gonna. So we got Clash of the Castles. There any? Okay, we got Money in the Bank, right? And after Money in the Bank is SummerSlam, right? Like, there's anything else in between?
There may be one other event overseas, maybe. I'm not too sure of, but no. As far as I know now, it should be those three coming up.
Because I see Drew having a little bit of a run. Him and Punk is going to have to compete at some point. And I see Drew dropping. Because do you think at this point Punk need to be the heavyweight champion? Because I don't feel like he needs to be. I love CM Punk. I do love him. But I
think only thing CM Punk wants to do, and it's probably the one thing he just needs to do now, is this main event WrestleMania, call it a day. Because at the end of the day, What is he, a triple crown champion, or did he hit Grand Slam already?
He never won the U.S. championship.
So he's triple crown. So like at that point, yeah, there's nothing left for him really to do. He doesn't really need that world title at that point. Just give him a main event at WrestleMania and call it a day.
I like what Jeffrey said in the chat here. He says CM Punk versus Drew don't need to be championship, and I agree. I guess my question is, or no, it is a question. I'm fucking up over here. Is that he wins the championship? When does he face Punk? And I guess that all depends on when Punk is completely healed. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, the last thing I do want to mention, they said that Crown Jewel is going to be November 2nd. They're going to turn to Riyadh, and yeah, and we should be there for. I mean, not there. We should be having a review show. I mean, I'll probably be doing it with you guys because you guys have become the after show guys, PLE guys. Good job. Not you, Gene. You man. You get a D plus.
All right.
That's a Daria reference, and I laugh. I don't think anyone watched Daria, but I laughed. I don't care.
Classic.
We got Miss Sawyer who goes Punk as a title all on his own. I thought he was a
She's
human
not lying.
being.
She's not
Man,
lying.
he's a human being. She does
Nah,
lie.
she's not.
She does lie. What are you talking about? I work with her all the time. She lies. She does. What do you mean?
In this case, she's not lying because, in all honesty, like, who wouldn't want Punk in their company? Well, now minus Tony Coke.
When Jeffrey said that, this is all that. Yo, shut up! What am I gonna do with this guy? I got a Pepsi Man is good, and yeah, see that real ones watch Doria, absolutely. When you said that, and we're gonna end the show here. When you said that, hey, no, what'd you say? Say it again. You said everybody want Punk in their company.
Yeah,
What'd you call it, Tony? What'd you call it, Tony?
Tony Coke.
Okay, I just got a message from Tony. Tony himself. This is his message. You ready?
We suing.
Sue me for what? Sue me for what?
This was fun. I want to thank you guys for joining us. This show was off the rails, but that's really how we are. We want to thank you guys in the chat. Jeffrey, it's been a while since I've seen you. Where the hell have you been? Gene Baptiste, this is where we plug stuff here. So why don't you tell them where people?
I'm about to go back on Twitch. I was on live yesterday on Street Fighter 6, especially after Kuma has just gotten released. I hate that character right now.
Well, he got fired?
I hate you. I hate you. But no, his character finally was released to everybody. I got to face him a couple of times. That wasn't fun. But I'll be back on there later on today, probably in about an hour, doing some more Street Fighter 6, and I think I'm probably going to do some Final Fantasy 7 as well. So you can catch me on Twitch at DeserStorm459. And catch me here on every Big Pop Theory podcast after every PLE and whenever I'm invited. Almost never.
You are right on the camera, and you're gonna sit here. So we're sitting here. So people are getting sick. So people are sneezing in the air, and you're just spreading lies. Fantastic, good job. You will be hearing from me and my attorneys that I cannot afford. Rich King, you have spoken, man. Rich King, tell people where. That is a disgusting middle finger, by the way. Tell people where they can find you. I'll speak for you because you always say they can't find me nowhere, but they can find you here on the Big Pop Theory podcast because you are part of the team. I want to say I appreciate you. You are my brother. Gene Baptiste, you are the thing that sleeps in the doghouse in front of the house.
You can go fuck yourself too.
Thank you. He's very upset. I think that's the show. Let's end this. Everyone just wave. Everyone just say bye. Thank you guys in the chat. Hit the subscribe button and all that stuff and blah blah and things. And this was terrible. What's the thing? Oh, let's hit this thing. Boom. That is the review show. Oh, we're gonna have. Oh, I didn't plug my stuff here. Boom, Big Pop Theory podcast. We have it's an audio podcast. We're trying to start to do some YouTube content. Um, we're gonna have a new episode on Monday at 12 p.m. We're gonna do a recording tomorrow. Should be a fun time. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, not a thing anymore. We're on what's his name, Podbean, iHeartRadio, and sometimes here on YouTube. Follow on Instagram, the Big Pop Theory Podcast, on Twitter, Big Pop underscore. What else? TikTok and
Threads.
no, we don't. No, that's way too many social media sites. But it's hard to keep up with all this stuff. I just relaunched my MySpace page, so. But yeah,
That's
you can
still a
follow
thing.
Big Pop. I don't know. Sizzlers is still a thing.
Really?
We got Patience George. Trust me, we got George. Well, I saw Sizzlers in Puerto Rico last time. George, you're gonna be disappointed tomorrow. Mercedes. Oh wow, George is not feeling Mercedes. Shay says she's never gonna switch on Mercedes. She should have went back to WWE. George says. Shay agrees. No one uses MySpace. Bad guy Jake. That was the joke, George. Thank you. Um, but I don't know. Real quick, why don't we have this last conversation? Then we could go home. Uh, how do you guys feel about Mercedes and AEW so far? Are you guys excited about her match tomorrow?
Wait, she's been doing things at AEW? What has she really done since she's been there? And this is not even me trying to bash her. Like I always used to love watching Sasha Banks. Great competitor, great performer. Main evented WrestleMania, did amazing things. But then she goes to AEW, and it's just like, why are you here? What have you really done since being here?
Rich
G
King, what do you
Baptiste, let
got?
me ask you a question. Of the four horsewomen, who do you think was the best one of the four of them?
Bailey. I would always say Bailey, but clearly
Wow.
Charlotte Flair.
Interesting. So, I don't know what. Let's answer your question. I don't know what she's done besides promos at AEW, but I've been saying that for a while. AEW, I don't know what they got going on over there, but I don't know. I am excited to hear about her match. So I'm not paying $50 to watch it, but I'll be excited to hear how the match goes. And she's
Yeah.
been on the ring for over a year, so interested to see what
Yeah.
happens to her. I'm always going to root for her, but I don't know what she's doing at AEW. I don't think AEW knows what she's doing at AEW.
Right now, what Mercedes is doing is just she wants to do things that, because once you're in WWE, you're pretty much tied down. She's just having her, her fun girl stage. Because she said in that interview before she went to AEW, she said, I'm going to go back, which I think is hilarious when you're getting ready to go to another company. She's like, oh, yeah, no, I'll be back in WWE. I'm just here for funsies, and I agree. I will always root for Mercedes. I almost said Sasha. Um, I want the best for her. And as long as she's happy, as long as she's happy. And I think George, because I just saw Triple H, but because he put Triple H, and especially with Triple H on the Triple H running the thing, she would be in really good hands. Like really, really, she would be taken care of.
I think she
Um,
would. I don't think in this new generation, this new era, you're really
mhm.
tied down to WWE like that. Because as you can see, Triple H has been letting people go off and do their own thing. Look at I think he lent one of the females over to another company. I can't remember her name at all. I don't know why I can never remember her name.
Talking about Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler. He lent her out to another company not too long ago, and I'm pretty sure they do back and forth dealings with TNA on a regular basis to get one of their stars to come to the Royal Rumble. So I don't
I
think
don't know
you're
if they deal with
necessarily
them on a
tied down.
daily. I don't think they deal with
Yeah,
them daily. I think that was a I
yeah,
think that was a one time thing. And I mean, I'm pretty sure like that the business is open, but I don't think it's like they talk all the time. Like, yeah, let's exchange. Anything like that. I don't believe
I
that.
mean, like on a yearly basis, like when something big is gonna happen, it's like, hey, you mind if we use one of your guys? Sure, go ahead. And it's all it really is. I don't think you're as tied down as you were when the other guy was running the company.
Tony only knows how to do the big reveal of a signing, but not very often. If all can follow through with yeah, because I gotta say like I mean everyone knew she was gonna go to AEW, but um I can't sit here and say like she's done anything of merit. She took her first bump last week, and I think she had some kind of back and forth with somebody. I mean, with Willow. I don't know if it was Collision or Rampage. She's on her tour of exploring other aspects of wrestling. If she has, she probably won't get the experience. If she was still with, I guess he was trying to say with WWE, she wouldn't have been able to experience that. And yeah, I do. Yeah, I agree to that. I think that um I agree with Jeffrey. Jeffrey's a smart guy. He says smart things. Good job, Jeffrey. With that said, that is the King and Queen of the Ring review show. We should be back for hey boys, how about we do it again? We do prediction for Clash of the Castle. We got Rich Cage, we have Jean Baptiste. We should have one excuse me, Spectacular Shea Sawyer. I want to thank you guys for joining us in this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And we say peace, love, wash your hands, be nice to people, and don't be a dick.